The Taoist Stonecutter, a journey to true power and peace. In this timeless Taoist tale, a humble stonecutter chases power through one transformation after another, only to discover the greatest strength was within him all along. This story will help you see your own life with new clarity, teaching that real change begins not in becoming more, but in wanting less. In a green valley cut into the heart of ancient China lived a humble stonecutter. Day after day he swung his hammer, chiseling great boulders into blocks for temples and palaces. His back ached and his hands were rough, but he took pride in his work and in the rhythm of his days. Only when he delivered stone to the mansion of a wealthy merchant did a seed of restlessness take root. The house was adorned with silk banners and filled with sweet-smelling incense. Servants scurried in and out with baskets of food. The stonecutter sighed, wishing he were rich. If only I were a man of wealth, he thought. In that moment, a strange power granted his wish. Suddenly he stood not with hammer and chisel, but in embroidered robes, a ring heavy on his finger. Servants bowed as he passed. The townspeople opened doors and whispered his name. Yet when the sun beat down on his courtyard, the stonecutter turned merchant retreated indoors, sweating beneath layered silk. He watched his animals droop from the heat. "What good is wealth?" he grumbled. "If even the sun orders me to stay inside, I wish I were the sun." Again, his wish came true. Now he shone from the heavens, burning with glorious intensity. He warmed the earth, coaxed rice seedlings from mud, and dried the merchant's spices. Birds wheeled around him. Men shielded their eyes and prayed to his brightness. But then clouds blew in, blocking his light. Wind battered the landscape, driving rain before them. The sun raged in vain. He could not break through the dark. Frustrated, he cried, "This wind is stronger than I. Let me become the wind." His wish was granted. As the wind, he roared across mountains and plains, flinging branches, bending bamboo. He tore roofs from houses and stirred up dust until men and animals hid in their homes. Yet his power failed when he came upon a giant boulder. No matter how he screamed, pushed, and raged, the rock refused to move. Exhausted, he realized there was something on earth more resilient than even the wind. "If only I were that stone," he thought. Instantly, he became a great boulder on the mountainside. For a while, he basked in the feeling of immovability. Storms lashed him and sun scorched him, but he endured. Then one morning, he felt a familiar tap, tap, tap. He looked down and saw a man with a hammer and chisel. Chip by chip, the man shaped the boulder's side, forcing pieces of him to fall away. "Who is stronger than I?" wondered the boulder. "That can carve my ancient body." He looked again and saw his reflection in the mason's sweaty brow and steady hands. Suddenly he understood. The stonecutter had power not because he commanded others, but because he used his skill patiently to shape the world. With that realization, the boulder wished to be himself again. The wish was granted. He stood once more in his simple hut, grateful for his hammer and chisel. The mountains that once towered over him now seemed like old friends. Each swing of his arm was no longer a curse but a blessing. He understood that contentment was not found by becoming someone else. It lay in embracing his own life with humility and care. The tale of the stonecutter is a teaching story in the Taoist tradition. It illustrates how endless desire leads to endless dissatisfaction. The mind whispers, "If only I were richer, if only I held more power, if only I could control nature." Yet each new state reveals new limits and fuels fresh longing. The parable shows that no position is free from constraint. Even the greatest forces in the world have something stronger that can limit their life. In the end, the stonecutter discovers that the truest power is mastery over oneself. Happiness cannot be chased through status. It grows from accepting one's place and working with care. If this video touched your heart, subscribe. It's inspired by the timeless wisdom in the 7-book Rumi collection by Dr. Farid Mostaman. Whether you seek healing, love, clarity, or growth, these teachings will guide you inward to the truth of who you are.